When I saw 100 subscribers, I was so excited. I was like, oh, 100 subscribers, because I felt like nobody was watching me. But I'm glad that I have 100 people. Imagine a room of 100 people. That's a lot though. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. If you're new here, welcome. Kindly subscribe, like, and share. Guys, can you believe that it's actually been 6 months since I rejackpad from the UK down to Canada? Yes, a whole 6 months. I can't believe how fast time went, to be honest. Oh my god, it felt like yesterday with my big stomach at London Heathrow trying to board WestJet from London down to Calgary. Oh my god. To be honest, I understand why people are really reluctant to move from other countries once they've jackpot there to rejackpot. It's not for the weak at all. It takes a lot from you to move your family to one place from your home country, then move again. But it's worth it. When I look at it, when I look back, it's actually really worth it. Because what do you mean now I sleep like a baby? I don't have to think of, oh, my visa is expiring, oh, we have to save up money for COS or for IHS or for visa fee. To be honest, the sleep I sleep now is bliss. I don't even, in fact, it's been nice, to be honest, and I'm really grateful for that opportunity to grow and not, be worried. Peace of mind is really underrated in this jackpot journey, but I'm really grateful. So in today's video, I'm going to be speaking about the differences and basically just my experience so far in Alberta, Canada, since moving here 6 months ago. Yeah, a whole 6 months ago. I won't say one country is better than the other. I just feel like every country has its own advantage and disadvantages. I can't really compare, to be honest, because where UK lacks in some things that I need, Canada makes up for it, and where Canada lacks in some things, UK makes up for it. And obviously I miss the UK because that was the first country I landed in after I left my home country, Nigeria. So basically, obviously, I made a lot of friends there. I met people, I made pounds, that money. Pounds, you don't long. That changing pounds to naira, sharp is like double, how many? But when you change cards to naira, the difference is not, it means that part of UK. So obviously, that's like the first thing on my list, the currency. I miss pounds too. I miss earning in pounds, to be honest, but we'll manage. So the second difference that I would say I have noticed since living here for the past 6 months between the UK and Canada is the land mass. What do you mean that I cannot just stroll to Tesco? What do you mean that I can not just stroll to Lidl? Lidl just needs to be like on my street. Like, I like the fact that the UK is very tiny and compact. You can go from point A to B like easily. You just come out, there's a bus stop. But in this Canada, oh my god, when I first landed, it was a lot of work. I can't count how much I spent on Uber. If they calculate all the money I spent on Uber to buy land, I'm very sure to buy land. So the land mass, Canada is massive. The way the structure is quite different from the UK. Residential area is different. Where you buy your groceries is somewhere else, so you have to like drive out or trek out. And I live let me just say, it's like a new area. I don't live downtown or anything, so before I can come out of my house, it's like you're living in estates now in Nigeria, and then you have to come out of your estate before you can get bus or whatever. That's how it is. So if you don't have a car, in fact, you go so far in this kind of area. Like, that's like the kind of vibe that Canada gives. Yeah, but in UK is easy. You just stroll out. 10 minutes. I used to trek to work. What do you mean? I didn't even take bus. In 8 minutes I'm at work. It was so cool, to be honest. That's one thing I really miss. Yeah, so another thing is the fact that obviously my visa has changed, my level has changed. So I like the fact that I now have peace of mind concerning. I remember those days when I was a student in the UK and I have to be saving, doing a job, a lot of things, just because I have to pay for post-study. Then after post-study, you now have to start thinking of probably if I got COS and it was not in care or something, and I have to save up for that. Then after that, I have to save up for ILR, all those long things. To be honest, it's work. UK has to do better, to be honest. UK has to do better concerning their pathway to citizenship. Is annoying. Because if not for that, why am I rejecting? I for just day my day now. Who likes to stress? I don't like packing and moving to new places. That's one thing. I like the fact that Canada's pathway to citizenship is very easy. Once you get your PR, you already know when you get your citizenship. There's no we're coming back, we're going. Do you get? You already know that, oh, after 3 years, 4 years max, I'm a citizen. So that gives a sort of peace of mind, because right now when I apply for jobs, because I'm PR, it's easy for me to sit down and, oh, let me apply. I'm not thinking of, oh, I'm a student, there are restrictions, or I can't apply for this, or they won't give me because I'm only doing 20 hours, those kind of things. They are bygone. That's really one thing I like about my Expat 2.0. Yeah. Then another thing I would say is the fact that I'm enjoying like benefits, because obviously I'm a permanent resident, so there are a lot of benefits I'm able to get. I have a bus pass, like a bus discounted pass that I can use. There's so many benefits. Is it child benefit I want to talk about? Like, they pay you monthly for your children, and then there's this accounts that the government mandates parents to open for every child. Either you brought them into the country with you or you add them over here. That's the RESP, that's the registered education savings plan, yeah, if I'm getting it correctly. So basically, once you contribute to that account, the government contributes, I think, is it 20% or whatever it contributes or something. So that's, to me, that's a good deal, because at the end of the day, once my child is done with secondary and they are going over to college or university, there's already funds set aside for them that I have contributed and the government has contributed over time till they are 18. So I can take the money once they are 18 and use it to settle their school fees. Even if it won't cover everything, at least it has helped to some extent. So I think that's a very, very good initiative. The government is actually very mindful of its citizens and residents you get. So it's a very good, in fact, it makes a lot of sense to me. And then the fact that I gave birth to my second child here, and once I give birth to her here, she's a citizen. There's no, I have to wait for 7 years. I had my first daughter in the UK, and till now, the only thing she has in her name that's related to the UK is just her birth certificate. There's no citizenship by birth. It's very annoying because I gave birth to her there. So that's one thing about Canada. Also, the fact that you have your baby here, your baby is a citizen, everything just moves fast automatically for the child once the child is registered here. So I think that's a very good deal coming from the side of being Canadian. Yeah, so I remember when we came in newly, we were assigned to like a social worker through the assistance of a friend. So the social worker helped to connect us with people who can help you in applying for jobs, help you in preparing for interviews and all of that, help you to arrange your CV. If it's for you to go for some courses, they help you with that one. Then the government pays. I remember that I even signed up for Empower and I did the classes until I got a job and I had to drop out of the classes. So I did Empower for almost a month. Yeah, for almost a month before I got a job. So that Empower is also like an initiative of the government for residents, I think for permanent residents. I don't know if students are entitled though. My name is for residents who want to, like, if you want to change careers to tech, so they have some tech courses that you can take, and then once you're done with the courses, you get certifications, and then they also assign you to a caseworker who also helps you to look for a job here. So that's also another benefit. So if a job is not forthcoming, just enroll in a class and maybe probably have a change of career, add courses to your CV and all of that. So that's one very good benefit also that I was able to enjoy as a permanent resident. Another thing is the fact that there are agencies also that help you with clothing. Yeah, I remember that there's this Dress for Success that I went for. So if you're in the stage of searching for a job and you need dresses, clothes that to wear for the interview. They sign you up for something called Dress for Success. So they help you, they provide clothes and help you with your outfits towards the interview you're going to have. Or if you even started a job safe, they provide different kind of clothes for free that you can wear, take to the interview with you. I feel like the government of Canada is really trying with all these benefits, opportunities. Canada sweets, but now no job spoiler. To be honest, honestly, no job. If Canada was abundant with jobs, waiting with they look for, everybody will be here, to be honest. And I feel like that's one big difference in Canada and the UK, sorry, and Canada. In the UK, you can easily get a job. Okay, it might not be a corporate job. A lot of people do corporate jobs in UK, but I feel like most of UK jobs are the survival ones, like care, cleaning, and all of that. Those are the ones that you can easily see. Like you can walk into an agency today and get a cleaning job or a care job or whatever, just something for you to use to hold body while you're searching for jobs in your main field, you get. But I remember coming to Canada and we were just lost. Like my mom was like, our agency that where can we enter? And when we're asking people like which offices can we go to, they're like, which office? There's no office here. Everything is online. You look for jobs online. And I remember even calling some agencies like, oh, I'm looking for a job. I have this experience and that experience. And they were still referring me back to their own website. So if you are referring me back to your website, what I want is just like I'm applying to you too. So let me look for a job. So if it's like that, why can't I just spend my energy and time searching and applying, you get, to companies instead of me now coming to you like I'm looking for it? It was really annoying, to be honest. And I feel like the reason why there are no jobs in Canada is probably because a lot of people coming up as permanent residents, work visa and all that. So everybody is interested in, oh, I want to do the corporate thing, I don't want to do a survival job. So that's like your first go-to. Because obviously if I was in the UK, for instance, and I have ILR, I will not be thinking, my first thought will not go to care or whatever. I will want to, okay, I have this so experience, let me see if I can go in my line. That will be your first call. Then if you don't find, you will not be like, okay, let me do this for the meantime. So I think that's like the major problem here. Most people, like on the average, everybody is fighting for a corporate job because all of us, we came in through PR. You have the permit to work, do whatever you want. So obviously you won't first think of a survival job. You want to fight for, okay, let me go in my line, then when you don't get, you now go back to survival. So I think that's basically the main issue why it looks like there are no jobs in Canada. Oh, there's no job in Canada, there's no job in Canada. I heard that a lot when I was coming. I was even afraid that share me in Expat, the way everybody's saying there are no jobs. To be honest, it was really hard because I applied. It was a lot of work. I remember a friend of mine told me then that I should just budget like 10 applications in a day or something. I think that was what he said. 10 applications in a day. So at the end of the week, if you do Monday to Friday, it will be like 50 applications. So from the 50, 10 go shall call you. So that was what I did. Looking for a job in this Canada is job on its own. Sometimes I will even do some interviews. I remember there was a week I did interviews like every day, Monday to Friday. And in my head, I'm like, I'm going to get this job. The employer was like, I didn't get the job. After this stage 1 and stage 2, they now sent me, unfortunately. In fact, I almost cried that day. Saying pay me to my bone. The job I now even finally got, it's not even something I even put mind. I just said, let me apply. May not be like say we no apply, and funny, that was the job I now got and I'm enjoying. Sure you get. So it's just, life is just really funny. In this relocation journey so far, in this past 6 months, I've just held on to God, to be honest, because I feel like if God has directed you to go somewhere, no matter how hard it is, no matter if everybody's saying, I'm not seeing job, as long as you heard God and God has showed you signs, go here, go there, everything will work out for you. God will bring out your own job for you, to be honest. That's just what I've seen, and that's what has worked for me in this relocation journey, because I could have stayed back in the UK. We still have our visa till next year, I think July or something. So I still had more than a year's visa when I moved as a permanent resident to Canada. So it's something that I could have easily stayed, look for COS, but I just followed God's instruction. Canada has always been the land for me and my family, to be honest. UK was just like a stepping stone, because I feel like if I didn't go to the UK, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to work in care and then use that experience to come to Canada. Yeah. So I just believe that everything works together for good. If God has said, oh, stay in UK, my dear brother and sister, no come Canada, you no go see job. You don't go see job. So just stay where you are if that's where God has directed you to be honest. The voice of God or the direction of God is really important in this jackpot journey. Just how it is. If it's the UK that God has said you should stay, even if there's no COS, even with all their crazy laws, God will bring other COS for you, and it will be something that will favor you, that you will like, you will enjoy. So that's just how life is. So I won't say if because everybody's going to Canada, you to jump and go. No, jump and go. Jump and pass. So just stay where you are and you thrive. So another thing I've enjoyed concerning moving to Canada is the fact that my child can go to school almost full time. Or let me just say, later they talk full time. Okay, so I had my first daughter in the UK, and to be honest, because of childcare and the cost, we tried to put her in a daycare then, but when we went and we're searching, and the amount we were hearing for to put her in daycare last one, we had 30 clinical per hour. How much going am I making? And I come and pay 30 clinical. So it was really difficult to do childcare. And she didn't get to go to nursery, like mixed with other kids. So it kind of affected her speech. She speech delayed. So that's one thing. And I believe that if I was in Canada, because I came to Canada and I met people like, my child is in daycare. In church, everybody was saying, my child is in daycare, my child is at 7 months, I'll be at 8 months, 1 year. They're already in daycare. There's something called day home here. I don't know if it works like that in the UK, but me, I didn't hear it in the UK. I heard it here. So we have day home and daycare in Canada. Let me speak based on my province, because I know that there are different provinces and different rules apply in this Canada. That's another thing that is very annoying. What works in one province might not work in another one. I know there's day home and there's daycare. So for day home, it's like somebody's house, like somebody being the carer for kids. And I think the maximum they can take, they're always very few, the maximum they can take is about 6 kids. Then for the 6 kids, their age group, maybe from 0 to 2, only 2 kids, that kind of thing. So they will be able to take care of your child well, because they are few. So I think daycare is like a daycare, proper daycare school kind of setting. Plenty kids, plenty carers and all of that. So the thing, okay, the reason why I'm saying that I prefer it in Canada is that daycare now, or day home, whichever one, they start very early as 7:30. So you can drop your kids off at 7:30. They will give them food, take care of them. Then you pick them up at 5:36. I know some daycares extend to like 7 or something like that. So now imagine if you are working and your husband is working and you people close at 5. Sure, you're not going to pick them at 5 and be all right. It's a good deal now. And the money is now subsidized again. Okay, so we pay a particular percentage and then the government pays the rest for you. The government pays the higher part. So it's a good deal. So let my kids go there. Let them relate with other kids, mix with other kids, play, they teach them and all of that. Than in UK, when the money for childcare can break your neck. In fact, the day I went to those daycares, I was just heartbroken because I needed my child to go to school mixed with others so that as speaking can improve. But because of the amount, how much am I earning? I have to bring her from the money. I have to save for my next visa. From the money I'll feed, I'll do black tax. I'll be waiting at the call and that money you sent to Nigeria. So it was really hard and annoying that childcare was that expensive. And then the one government was giving was like, is it 15 hours per week? Waiting with that one. When in Canada, yeah, they can 100 hours compared to 15 hours per week. That's rubbish. So it was really annoying then. So coming here and I saw that there's something like that. I'm like, wow, that's good though. A government to subsidize it, your kids can mix, then you too, you have time to work. Not the one that, so when we were in the UK, my husband was doing nights, me, I was doing day. Now imagine the strain, we didn't have time for our kid. And we had only one child though. Imagine people that now have 2, 3, 4. So once he was doing nights, me, I was doing day, so that we'll be able to, 2 of us cannot work day together. So once I close, he has to bring her to come and meet me at the train station. Then that's we're just swapping at the train station or bus station or at work. So it was really annoying. So because of this, we had to work in the same place, so that if you are closing, you just go and meet the other person, collect your child there, go sleep, come back, exchange. So it was really stressful compared to Canada here, that both of you can work during. In fact, that night we started to affect my husband's health, but because we didn't have a choice, we had to stick to it. But now that we're in Canada, and okay, there's childcare, there's this, there's that. So even if one person is working from home, it's easy because the child is not at home disturbing you. Then once you are closed, you just, the day homes, the good thing about them is they are not far. They are always on the streets, on your street or 2 streets away. Like, each are within your community. So you just pick your child 5 minutes, come back home. Work-life balance, kò dùn yẹn lọ. Kò sí pé èèyàn kan parẹ́. One person is killing another person. No. So everything is smooth. Everybody go to school, everybody go to work same time. Everybody come back home 5 o'clock. OT balance, 2 get 4. You play with your children at night. You will sleep, wake up tomorrow, another day. So it has really made everything at least easier. So that way, one person is not doing nights, straining, you know. And then I like the fact that here, I think my work contract is about 35 hours over here, and in the UK it's 40 hours. You almost die. And the 40 hours is 12 to 12. I'll be 12 hours, so 7 to 7, 8 to 8. God, I can't believe I was working like that. Well, I was doing 7 to 7. So now imagine I would have woken up from 5, have my bath, do everything, prepare my child, do all the food that my husband will eat when he comes back from night shift, everything my daughter. Then I'll now get to train station. My train was for 5:58 that time. And I get to train station 5 something. You get to train station 5 something. It's my buggy. My daughter is in the pram. 5 something. You now enter train 5:58. You now get to work. And where I was working, God punish those people. You now get there. You now push stroller from train station to the home, which is almost a 30-minute trek early in the morning. For how much? It was very annoying, to be honest, but I thank God, everything is story now today. So instead of all of that, we've cut all of that short. Now you just wake up, you carry you don't even need, my work now starts from 7. It's not, I mean 9, sorry, so it's 9 to 5. So you can even sleep till 7 if you prepared everything you want to prepare. Wake up 7, you still reach your office before 9. So everything is just chilled. No way you're killing yourself. 9 to 5, bam. 8 hours. If you do something too for 8 hours, you never do. It shouldn't be 12 hours, 7 to 7. When we have time for the kids. So honestly, it has really changed my perspective, because I believe that all of us say we jackpot for the kids. I didn't really jackpot for my kids. I jackpot for myself. I don't want to die. I jackpot for myself. Me too, I want this soft life. Me too, I want to enjoy life. It's not only kids. But it's mainly for the kids, we know. But me too is for me. Me, myself, and me too. I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my husband. I want to enjoy my home. I want to enjoy my children. Because if you are not sane, how do you want to bring up children that are sane, truly? So we didn't leave Nigeria that way, always waking up midnight. I remember that time I was working on the island, and I would wake up, and what time? Be rushing to work. It's the same thing we're doing in the UK. So Kiwani Yatokwe Mujakwa, like there was no difference. But thank God, that's another difference that I enjoy here. So to be honest, so far 6 months, it's been good. God has been helping us, you know, jamo it. We thank God. Just hoping that in the next 6 months, that's when I'm here, I'll be able to come back here again to share my journey so far and all of that. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode. Till I come your way again next time, I remain Adedami. Kindly help me to grow my channel. When I saw 100 subscribers, I was so excited. I was like, oh, 100 subscribers, because I felt like nobody was watching me. But I'm glad that I have 100 people. Imagine a room of 100 people. That's a lot though. I was proud of myself, to be honest. So you guys, please let me share, like, and subscribe. I know that I'm talking too much, but please, I beg you, please. We'll soon be sharing coke on this channel. So if you don't like and subscribe and share, you cook me go reach you. So help me like, share, and subscribe, you guys, till I come your way again next time. I remain Adedami. Bye.